was born in China in 1985, a time when China's population crisis was making headlines around the world.
In an effort to protect its people from starvation, China has enacted a policy limiting families to just one child.
When we have made this film, we always want the audience, like the ultimate audience should be the Chinese audience. This is our goal. But very sad, unfortunately, a film on this kind of topic, like you cannot show it publicly in China because we have strong censorship. You cannot criticize the government. You cannot criticize a national policy or any kind of policy in China.
I never thought much about what the policy meant for me or anyone until I learned that I was going to be a mom. None of my family questioned the policy or how it was implemented.
如果性格一个就那个直接放到肉粮那送家。
你都还是觉得计划生育好，是吧？
计划生育，还有几没有钱。
When I was a kid or student in China, the policy was surrounding me, and I didn't really think about it. I just feel that okay, children who are the only child in a family, their parents are more advanced thinking, they're patriotic, they live in a city, they have all those good reference attached to people who are the only kid in a family. And I have siblings, and Nanfu have siblings, where people will say, oh, you have siblings, you're from the countryside, and your parents pay fines. You feel that your parents do something wrong. So yeah, it just like making this film is kind of, you start to try to understand why you have that kind of feelings in China, and then you start to unlearn what we learned, because at school we are told one-child policy is good without any kind of room for you to have question or debate. It's just accepted as a fact. It's a good policy.
啥修中心我都了，就打死人中心了，就跟打仗似的，灭了多少人，是不？
Chinese government would come in and they'd bash down your house, take the child.
189个人在床上把做的。
我听我爸说，有个双胞胎姐姐跟我长得一模一样，现在在美国。
At the beginning, we saw that there's perpetrator and there's victims. We want to make a film about both people, and they're different. But by meeting a lot of perpetrators who are enforcing the one-child policy, we feel that they are also victims. There's not a line between them. They also didn't have a choice, not only on how to think, because they're brainwashed to some point, but they just follow the national policy blindly, and they suffer from the guilt by having to force aborted women who, like thousands of abortions carried out during their career, and they're haunted by the guilt. Everyone is a victim under the one-child policy.
你还有你家是在全国做这个做的最大的吧？
Throughout my life, I was taught to believe the love of my country was equal to love of the government and the party. I was so angry, even with my own family, that there wasn't more to be said or done.
In 2016, China already ended the one-child policy. We started the two-child policy already. And there's which all the Chinese media are celebrating, like the government is making another wise decision to adjust to the new demographic challenges in China. They're celebrating. And there's very little reflection on what has happened in the past few decades. There is the collective trauma of the whole generation, and people just, the public and the media and the government, and just chose to forget because it was the easy way. It's easy just to not to have any memories at all. Just like one of our characters say in the film, the saddest thing for a nation is to have no memory.
Everyone we spoke to said the same things about the policy.
没办法啊，实在不现在。
是他们。
抱走了那么多个小孩子，
全
想帮你继续找那个双胞胎女儿的事情过来的。
现在16岁了。
I wondered if most people in China really thought it was worth the sacrifices each family made.